So a while ago I used to paint cars, so I used to do a lot of custom paint work. So the customizing aspect, not just accident repair refinishing, but the custom paints, the candies, the airbrush and things like that. And that used to be really popular, not so much now just because of the cost, but I saw the technology transition in wraps where they are lasting longer now. The finishes are good. You can get them when they're fitted correctly. They can look like a painted finish. So with the market changing, I decided to move away from painting and onto wrapping. So we do full wraps, partial wraps, paint protection film, so protect your original paintwork. We also do smaller things like vehicle liveries, and ceramic coating. So that's like another element and another way to protect your paintwork. So the very first stage is when the customer arrives, when they're set on, they actually want a vehicle wrap. They come in and look at the display of colours we've got, much like the ones behind us and all around. We've got about 900 in total, so it's a process of choosing the actual colour that you want. We can always get a bigger sample, test out on your vehicle to make sure you're happy. And then it's a case of booking a date. When the date comes, the customer drops the vehicle off, signs a contract, and then we start stripping the vehicle down. There's a 5-stage clean element, so a full vehicle clean, then a chemical clean, and then we clay bar, and then we can chemical clean again just before wrapping, and then we use what's called a tack cloth just to remove the final little bits of dust. From then we wrap every single panel, then put the vehicle back together. Once the car's back together, we do an over check to make sure everything's as it should be, make sure all the edges and everything are still in place. Then we do a little reveal with the customer, hand the vehicle over with a little shutter reveal. So the customer doesn't actually see the vehicle until that point, nothing at all. So they come in, stand in front of the shutter, and then we do like a little reveal process just to add a little bit of magic onto the work. Yeah. Okay, so vinyl wrapping, for example, it can vary depending on sort of the size and the complexity of the vehicle you've got. On average, say if we take for example a Ford Focus, a basic colour you're looking at around 1300 plus VAT. That can increment upwards on specialist effects and things like that, but that's around about the ballpark price you'd be looking at. We do quite a wide range of vehicles. We've done boats before. Most of the things we do are cars and vans. We've done quite a few motorhome conversions. We've wrapped a jet ski. We used to wrap motorbikes, not so much of that anymore. We don't tend to offer it just purely because of the complexity and time it takes. It just gets a little bit too expensive for what it's worth. But it's quite a wider range. We've even wrapped kitchen units. So instead of buying a new kitchen, people have brought their old cabinets in and we've just wrapped them in a new colour. So there's quite a lot that you can wrap, as long as the surface is right and the vinyl will adhere. 9 times out of 10 you'll be able to wrap it. So providing your vehicle bodywork is in order, so you've got solid paintwork, things like that. Longevity wise, on average, realistically, I'd say you'd be looking at 5-6 years. Some of the vinyls can vary, so some of the manufacturer guarantees, they can go from anywhere from 3 to 10 years. So it all depends on how you look after your wrap. Now, if you look after it like a brand new paintwork, it's going to last quite a while. Obviously, if you abuse it, it's not going to last as long. So it depends on how you care for it. But that being said, they can last quite a long time. You know, a lot longer than you definitely get your money's worth out of a wrap. Yeah, so I'd say customer satisfaction is key. We strive hard to make the wraps look as best they can and last for as long as possible. We get a kick out of the customer reaction, so when they come to collect their vehicle, that initial reaction of the transformation of their car, that's what we thrive from. The whole basis of everything we do it's purely for that, for customer satisfaction. Yeah, so we're pretty active on social media and things like that, on Facebook and Instagram predominantly. We enjoy the interactions with the public, seeing the stuff we do, things like that. We like to build quite a community. We have open days and things like that. So, you know, if people are interested in wrapping and genuinely want to watch and see what we do, give us a like or follow, and it really does help us push us in the right direction and keep us going. So really do appreciate everyone's interest and input, and yeah.